Hello, welcome to the video lecture on functions. In the present video, we learn structured programming in C, types of functions, library functions, user-defined functions, and functional components of user-defined functions. First, we learn about designing structured programming in C. Structured programming is a programming technique in which large program is divided into smaller subprograms to make it easy to understand, easy to implement, and makes the code reusable, etc. Structured programming enables code reusability. Code reusability is a method of writing code once and using it many times. Using a structured programming technique, we write the code once and use it many times. Structured programming also makes the program easy to understand, improves the quality of the program, easy to implement, and reduce time. In C, the structured programming can be designed using functions concept. Using functions concept, we can divide the large program into smaller subprograms, and these subprograms are implemented individually. Every subprogram or function in C is executed individually. Now, types of functions in C. In C programming language, based on providing the functions definition, functions are divided into two types. Those are as follows: system defined functions, user defined functions. System defined functions. The C programming language provides predefined functions to make the program easy. These predefined functions are known as system defined functions. The system defined function is defined as follows. The functions whose definition is defined by the system is called a system defined function. The system-defined functions are also called library functions or standard functions or predefined functions. The implementation of system-defined functions is already defined by the system. In C, all the system-defined functions are defined inside the header files like stdio.h, conio.h, mathio.h, string.h, etc. For example, the function printf and scanf are defined in the header file of called stdio.h. Whenever we use system-defined functions in the program, we must include the respective header file using #include statement. For example, if we use system-defined function square root sqrt in the program, we must include header file called math.h because function sqrt is defined in math.h. We have to remember these following points. System-defined functions are declared in header files. System-defined functions are implemented in all files. To use system-defined functions, the respective header files must be included. Now, user-defined functions. In C programming language, users can also create their own functions. The functions that are created by users are called user-defined functions. The functions whose definition is defined by the user is called user-defined function. That means the function that is implemented by user is called user-defined function. For example, the function main is implemented by user, so it is called user-defined function. In C, every user-defined function must be declared and implemented. Whenever we make function call, the function definition gets executed. For example, consider the following program, which we create a function called addition with two parameters and return values. Example program: include stdio.h, include conio.h. Void main, int num1 num2 result, int addition int comma int. It is a function declaration which is put in the red color. Next, printf enter the two integer numbers num1 num2. Now result is function call addition num1 comma num2. So whatever the values that you have given through scanf function num1 num2, they will be passed to the num1 num2 arguments in the function call. Now the function call is taken to the function definition after the main block, which is given as in the red color, int addition, int a comma int b, that is function definition. Now a and b are added, which are nothing but num1, num2, and the value will be returned to the function call. Therefore, the value will be given to the result. Now, if we print result, the value will be printed. In the above program, the function declaration statement int addition int comma int tells the compiler that there is a function with name addition which takes two integer values as parameters and returns an integer value. The function call statement takes the execution control to the addition definition along with the values of num1, num2. The function definition executes the code written inside and comes back to the functional call along with the return value. Now, functions in C. When we write a program to solve a large problem, we divide the larger problem into smaller subprograms and are solved individually to make the program easier. Function is a subpart of a program used to perform specific tasks and is executed individually. Every C program must contain at least one function call main. However, a program may also contain other functions. Every function in C has the following: function declaration, also known as function prototype, function definition, and function call. Now we are going to see in detail about these three: function declaration, function definition, and function call in the next slides. Function declaration. The function declaration tells the compiler about function name, the data type of the return values and parameters. The function declaration is also called a function prototype. Now the syntax is return type, function name, within the parenthesis, parameter list, semicolon. In the above syntax, return type specifies the data type of the value which is sent as return value from the function definition. The function name is a user-defined name used to identify the function uniquely in the program. The parameters list in the data values that are sent to the function definition. Now, function definition. The function definition provides the actual code of the function. The function definition is also known as body of the function. The actual task of the function is implemented in the function definition. That means the actual instructions to be performed by the function are written in function definition. The actual instructions of function are written inside the braces. The function definition is performed before the main function or after the main function. The syntax of the function definition is return type, function name, parameter list. And there is no semicolon here. And there is a block and which consists of the actual code. Now function call. The function call tells the compiler when to execute the function definition. When a function call is executed, the execution control jumps to the function definition. The function call is performed inside the main function or any other function or inside the itself. What is the syntax of the function call? Function name, parameters, semicolon. Now let us see what are the advantages of the function. Using functions, we can implement modular programming. Functions make the program more readable and understandable. Using functions, the program implemented becomes easy. Once a function is created, it can be used many times, that is code reusability. Using the functions, large programs can be divided into smaller modules. Now, a simple program we see here. Void main. Within this, we have in red color void addition, that what we call as function declaration. Now, function call is addition, and now then we go to the function definition, which is in the red color. Void addition, function definition, int num1, num2, printf any two integers, scanf %d, ampersand number1, ampersand number2. That means this statement will input the values of num1, num2. Then the function call itself is being given in the print statement. So sum is equal to percentile d sum, num1 plus num2. So the two numbers are added up and that will be assigned to sum, and the value will be printed on the screen. Thus, in the present video, we have learned structured programming in C, types of functions, library functions, user-defined functions, functional components of user-defined functions. Thank you.